Check. Good now. Check. The bars are moving. All right, thank you, sir. All right, we got technical difficulties pop all over the place. I think my audio is good. Make sure that I'm good. Check my queen here. Just got a call from the manager. Can you hear me now? I think it's good now. Can you hear me on the air? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? My apologies, technical difficulties are going to be resuming in just one moment. I got some manifestation Monday. That's some really interesting. Say again? Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you a little bit. Let's start top. Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the one and only Ptah Shakur here, keeping it raw, giving you what you're walking for. The height, the optimum level, handing out high level knowledge here. Whether it be in the spiritual realm, as well as any type of whistle blowing accounts. Just my purpose here is to give you all the information that you need to become the better version of yourself. My apologies, like I said, for the technical difficulties. This is streaming live to the WRC TV viewership, as well as being posted on the Facebook page, and then later on it's going to be downloaded to the YouTube page. So just real quick, we'll keep everything light and fluffy. Hey, it must be the moon or something. There's something going on with the energy. Got a lot of different technical difficulties going on, but there's always a degree of victory in even the most challenging of circumstances. Always keep a smile on your face. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Anybody that's pulling air right now, I got grand appreciation for you, whether you Democrat, Republican, whatever your ethnicity, agenda, whatever. This is a wonderful, glorious time to be alive even. And as we experience this wonderful cosmic shift that's taking place, the same cosmic shift that was actually foretold in the scriptures, where it speaks about the rise of Christ consciousness. Well, it speaks about the Christ returning, actually, and what that really means, with that Christ energy consciousness being available to us all, and the animate and inanimate being, as well as was spoken about the return of the Mahdi, as far as the Mayans spoke about this with the 2012. They was alluding, they was pointing to this particular time. So great time to be alive. I got some really great information for you all. It is October 30th, 2023, and like always, I'm gonna start my disclaimer. First and foremost, warning. I'm gonna have a little siren going off. The information you hear may excite you, it may trigger you, it may put you in a funk, may put you in a mood, may prick your consciousness. In the real, what I'm really trying to do is prick everybody's consciousness to the point where you start to question everything that's around you, and even question the things that I share. This is a live call-in show. I believe there's the numbers on the bottom of the screen. You can call in if you'd like. That's cool. That way we can get into some real of the nitty-gritty. I want to know what the questions that you all have in your minds and have in your hearts that you've never had answered before. I've dedicated my life to ascertain or gather up as much knowledge on these different type of fields, and I'll go into that with my intro, which can kind of give you a little bit of what I'm about. So just want to get that disclaimer out the way. Just don't say I didn't tell you. The information, it may cause you to, it may do something to you. You got to do some of the energy. If you want to do some of the energy, call in. We can have a wonderful discourse back and forth. As well, you can spread some love and light. Maybe share a little bit of information with me. I consider myself somewhat of a expert on this particular subject of spirituality, as well as this realm of what's going on right now. And this what's going on right now, what I think that everybody should want to know. So I'm going to start off by telling a little intro about myself, which is an affirmation that I say. Those who don't know what an affirmation is, these are certain words. Yes, your words have power. If you say I am, whatever you put behind there, you actually you have a reaction, you have a relationship, not only with right now. Oh, what? Something just popped off. Let me see what's going on. Let me make sure that we still on here. This camera that was in my face just, here we go. Yeah, we got some fun stuff going on here today, folks. I don't know why I don't see me on the screen there. Moving back and forth. So, I know this is being recorded, so whether this is going out live on Facebook or not, I know it's going to be recorded. And I know this is being recorded, so whether this is... Ooh, that's how I sound. Ooh. You hear how I sound live on the air. So like I said, affirmations. You have a relationship with everything that's around you, whether it be inanimate or animate. It could be that table, the chair, it could be the wall. You have power. You are tremendously powerful beyond measure. There are individuals that are set up in your life, in our lives, that want to dissuade us from the knowledge of that. And so I'm here to balance that out and let you know how special you really are. And so with this affirmation, it's something that I say every day, and it's something that gets me charged up to be who I want to be. I am the best TV show podcaster that is out there. The information that I'm sharing is untouchable, so just come along with the ride. So I know my place in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I am free, I am free, I am free. I'm in the upper room. God is, God is, God is. I, Ptah Shakur, pledge to always look for the best in each and every circumstance, in each and every one, especially starting with myself. I come from love, I am love, and I choose to look at the world through the lens of love. I commit myself to choosing the upper room, towards vibrating at the highest level possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am free, I am free, I am free. Behold, I'll make all things new. That's the affirmation that I say every single day to get me on a certain frequency where I can be this beacon of love and light to everybody. The sun shines on the righteous and the wicked. Everybody deserves love and light at this particular time. So my particular purpose, let me finish my little intro here. Boom, 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 boom. I am a catalyst for change. What does that mean? Google what catalyst means. I am a role model, youth advocate, reiki teacher, entrepreneur, spiritual guide, and channel. I am a rebel here to uninstall cowardlessness. I, Ptah Shakur, seek to shed light on the daily atrocities that are orchestrated by the elitists who seek control of you and I, and their end game is near. I intend to promote nothing but love, light, education, motivation for all those seeking to understand the current cosmic shift of energies, like I said before, that is actually affecting everybody from your internal to your external, inanimate and all animate. This is unescapable, this energy that we're experiencing. I'm a dangerous man to those that call themselves elitists and their shadow government that was being corrupting the world since the 1950s. If you don't believe me, go check out Eisenhower's final address where he alluded to the industrial military complex that threatened the democracy in this world. That was 1950. We're in 2023. We are on the end of that book or that chapter, but it's great to understand that some of the atrocities that's been perpetrated in the name of that American flag is enough to make a person go crazy. But we don't want you to do that. We want you to understand what's taking place. Whenever you go down the wrong way, all you got to do is turn back and come the right way. And when you do, you're going to see Ptah Shakur here to help you along your way. Love and light, like I said. No violence, no rioting or none of that. Pay attention to your news, folks. And we got a lot to get into. So anyways, I'm also a dangerous man to those who are willfully participating in your own energetic enslavement. Yes, I said it. There's some individuals that are willfully participating in our own energetic enslavement with our indifference. You see certain things going on. You see that homeless man. You see that person that needs help. And we just shrug a shoulder and we want to go along with that. We know better than that. Yes, we've been polluted with our water and we're affected because the fluoride in the water keeps us in a docile state. Yes, we've been affected because of the school system that we went into. Just the pure design of the rooms energetically doesn't even share with us what we need to know. Then when you compound that with the information that is being presented in the school district, you realize that they're not really teaching you how to think, but how to respond, memorize, and things of that nature. It's time to wake up, y'all. So if those who identify as female, we need your vision, we need your energy. I, Ptah Shakur, am a huge, besides being a youth advocate, that's the hill I die on, I'm actually a very, very huge proponent of those feminine energy need to be back in alignment. We need to have more females in the form of leadership, Congress, things of that nature, presidents. It's high time. We got to make sure that energy is balanced because you see where everything's going. War, money. pain, pain, pain. It ain't time for that. So if you identify as feminine, we need your energy, we need your vision to help correct the ills that's caused because of this imbalance in nature. Those who identify as masculine, I'm asking you to join me in this mantra. We rather die like a man than live like a coward. And I'm asking everybody to step up to the plate and take care of your human family. Take care of your woman. Take care of your woman. Take care of your children. If you got children out there, you got seeds out there, do the man up. I understand my generation, has given a death blow to in the form of providing guidance for the youth coming up. Drop the ball. Generation before that, drop the ball. Generation before that, they were doing some things. Think back to the civil rights era. Think about the individual that actually toiled and strife and struggle to help plant the seeds of a tree that they would never go and understand or enjoy being under the shade of that particular tree. We got to continually think about the generations that come after us if we want this thing to change. We want this thing to change, don't we? We need to show it. So, to all my, let me finish this right here. Boom, boom, boom. I am unlimitless. I am limitless, I am the open door with no man can shut. I am the mighty presence of source and action. I am the presence of divine harmony. In short, I am your brother. Even shorter, I am you. So, like I was saying, to all my 75 YouTube subscribers, I'm going to give a round of applause to my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate every single last one of you. I'm going to shout you all out, and we're going to be pushing to 75,000 YouTube subscribers. Remember, you all are eternal beings, with forever being just a small fraction of eternity. You are beautiful, powerful, love-like children of the most divine grid programmer. You are an interdimensional being, for one. When you lay yourself down at night to put yourself to sleep, the larger portion of the energetic part of yourself actually goes on and experiences different realms. You are not a physical being having a spiritual experience sometimes. You are a spiritual being who part-time is having a physical experience. The broader part of you, I said, is God, is the most powerful thing in creation. And there's a lot of people, not a lot, but the ones that know, that's aware, they don't want you to know that. Because we take our manifestation abilities and continue to build a heaven for the 1%. That has 99, that's looking to get the 99.5. That ain't right, y'all. This is freedom time. This is the time to change that around. So, like I was saying, all my beautiful, powerful, love-like children of the most divine grid programmer, to all my hooded youth, all the youth right there, the misunderstood, frustrated youth, I understand where your frustration comes from. Your frustration comes from, like I said before, the individual before you didn't give you what you want. When I was a youth education director, I made a point every single day is to tell the youth if they didn't hear it when they lay down in the bed to go to sleep, and if they didn't hear it in the morning when they went up to go to school, hopefully they went to school, I told them that I love every single last one of them, and that love would never, ever, ever, ever stop. So, hooded youth, we love you, and even though my generation let you down, the buck stops here with Ptah Shakur, and we're looking to guide these wonderful souls. We truly believe that the youth that's walking on this planet right now is some of the most divine, oldest souls in creation that chose to incarnate at this crucial, critical, beautiful period in time to change the frequency of this planet, to actually help usher in this new heaven and this new earth. Go to Revelation when you hear about it. He said, behold, I seen a new heaven and a new earth, for the new old heaven and the old earth had passed away. And he even said in the scripture, it said, blessed are the babes. And said, thank you for not giving this knowledge unto the wise and prudent, but revealing it unto the babes. So the babes is here. Let's pay respect to the babes. You see him walking down the street. If you see him out of order, say something to him. Don't be hiding scared up behind your window, peeking out the window and then talking crap about him when you hear something in the news. If you're over the age of 30, you got something to teach you. You got something that can kind of impart wisdom onto your younger generation, which is a part of you. I don't know where that disconnect came from, but we got to bring that thing on back. To all my star seeds, wanderers, indigo children, angelic souls, weirdos worldwide, we are the new founding fathers of this community, of this world. Think about that. We are the new founding fathers. And if you go back and just do a little history lesson, you hear about our founding fathers, Abraham Lincoln, good Lord, George Washington, John Adams, and such. Do an in-depth history of them and you understand some of the wonderful visions and dreams and some of the weird type of things that happened to them that they were divinely set to actually bring this nation to fruition, which it did, and now you're seeing it retrograde and going back because of the installation of these cabal bad guys that's looking to take things totally left. Their time is up, and it's time for us to actually reclaim what is ours. This country is built for the people, by the people. It's time for the people to actually rise up. So I'm asking everybody, every single last woman and child, unite in love. Unite in love for yourself primarily, because the only unconditional love you can have is for yourself. Consciousness only knows itself. But love yourself and give a small portion of that love to your reflections that are walking around masquerading in physical flesh as your fellow human being. I would never kill myself. I wouldn't, I promise you. I would never hurt myself. I would never hurt another person outside of me. Why? It's because of what I was sharing. Everybody that you meet is just a pure reflection of yourself. I believe that we are all the same divine source of wonderful power and action. So to hurt my brother is basically hurt myself, which is extremely foolish. I would never do anything like that. I'm a family man. I'm well respected in the community, and I'm a role model and seek to be a role model with every step and every breath that I take. So never kill myself, never hurt myself. So I'm asking everybody to get tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the most powerful show on this planet, the Ptah Shakur Speaks program. So like I said, that's my little intro. And like I said, the affirmation that I shared is truly the vision, how you see the world and how you think about the world, the lens that you look through. I believe it's somebody looking at the world through a rose-colored lens. Depending on the lens of how you look at the world is depending on what you see. I see so many people that are talking about how I grew up with rap music, y'all. And that's another reason why you got to be a little bit easy on these young folks. Look what they're getting fed in their schools. Whew. Lack of nutritional value. Look at the music that is going through their earlobes. Lack of knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So even in that, listening to the music, I mean, there's a rapper, I think his name was AZ. He said, life's the B and then you die. That's why we get high, because you never know when you're going to go. That's a mantra. I remember saying that so much ingrained in our head every time we hear those lyrics on the radio. Anybody want to get a little quick update of what the things that I'm coming here to express? Check out the movie They Clone Tyrone. Very, very clear demonstration as far as the systems that are set up to keep us on a very limited, low energetic level. So if you actually look forward to something positive, every single day you step outside your house, you have a wonderful gift that is waiting for you. If you look at it from that perspective, that I have something wonderful to experience, you'll be surprised just having that mentality, what I call positively contaminating your next scene. So if you're walking to work, going to work, having that positive mentality, I promise you, that is actually going to be manifesting in some form or fashion. That's the way thoughts work. And believe it or not, the words that you say out your mouth, they're not limited to the sound waves in which you are able to express. Right now, if I be able to scream to the top of my voice, somebody may hear me a couple blocks away. However, understanding that the words, the frequency of what the words that you speak goes out to the edges of space and actually reverberates and comes back in the form of a torus field. Hence, what you send out is what you get back, what you call karma, or we call reality, like a fishing reel. Whatever you put out, you get back in your life. So if you find yourself experiencing sadness, suffering, and things of that nature, maybe it be time to change your perspective, change how you see things. If you have your 5 friends around you, just study the behaviors and the mannerisms of the 5 people that's the most closest to you, and they are sure to show you yourself. If you will eventually, and a lot of people are doing it, folks. Like I said, this is freedom time. A lot of people are waking up to this cosmic energy that is so wonderful, that is actually ascending and giving us the opportunity to rise. Hence, you find more and more crazy things that's going to be taking place in the form of news to keep us constantly at that lower level. But if you don't have anybody that is part of your friend circle that is helping you achieve your greatest, helping you to become the greatest version of yourself, a lot of people are going to a solitude. They'd rather just be off by themselves. Hey man, you don't want to kick it with us no more? Nah, I'd rather be by myself. That's fine. You don't got to be by yourself. Come check out, seek out Ptah Shakur. This is a TV program, comes on every Monday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Go to Facebook, PtahShakur.com. See the wonderful content. Throw me a Facebook request. Check me out. I throw wonderful content. All the content is love and light, expressing and causing individuals to rise to other levels. We talk about certain different things on the program. Normally I was going into a lot, going deep. That's why I got to stay that little heading. I would never hurt myself. I've been dropping a lot of whistleblowing. There's quite a few whistleblowing accounts that's taking place, giving light to those bad actors, like I said. However, conversations go around health, nutrition. There's certain things you can put into your body that helps bring those nutrients into your system. Because believe it or not, you may call it food. I'm going to name names. I'm going to say certain things to get me in trouble here. Yes, if you go to McDonald's, more than 3 times a week, I feel sorry for you. That food we call food is limited in its nutritional value. It's not even food. That's why you find yourself constantly overeating. Your body is calling for certain nutrients and you're giving it trash. And your body is, what was that? Can I get some more nutrients? We are the most obese country in the world. We are the most nutrient deficient country in the world. Now, how can that be possible? So I'm asking everybody to use this old knowledge. Question everything. You can question the things that I'm sharing with you. You got a live call-in number. You can question me on the air if you want to. So, like I said, that's my little intro. I ain't going to spend too much time on this. We're going to do kind of light. I was going to go into the laws and principles of creation, but I get a lot of emails and a lot of people passing me by, and they want to know some basic information, what I call 101. So I got a little episode what I would call spiritual 101 or show and tell. So before I get into all that, I'm going to go switch my screen up. Like I said at the very beginning, we're going to take things to a whole nother level on this here program. So what I'm going to do, boom, take that one off. And put this guy on here. Boom. So what you see upon your screen there, this is called your chakra centers. And I apologize due to my, before I get into that, I'm going to show you how wonderful life is. I actually had, I just made share the idea as far as what you put out, you get back. Ptah Shakur, my purpose is to be a beacon of light and love to everybody. So my wife, my daughter, and I, we went out to a coffee shop. I'm gonna keep it at that. Coffee shop we never been out to. As soon as we walked in the coffee shop, a gentleman walked up to me and said, "Excuse me, sir, I don't want to be disrespectful. However, I'm looking to pay it forward." He said he did some things in his life and he was looking to attribute some good karma. So he asked me whether it'll be okay for him to pay for my coffee or whatever. So I said, that's cool. I don't really drink coffee, but asked around my wife and my daughter said, yeah, they want something. So they hit us up with the first $20 bill. I never got hit with $20 bills before, but I felt very, very blessed. I was like, okay, man, that's great. I appreciate it. So in conversation with the gentleman, I found out he was an author. Or is an author of some comic books, and so I was asking, hey, love depends on love. So I'm gonna give him some love. So this is an individual. I'm not sure what his name is, but this one is he writes anime. So this is one of the anime posters that he gave me. It's called Kent Menace, Gods and Monsters. I'm gonna hold that up for a little bit. I'm gonna give him a little play. He didn't even know I was going to do this. He was very, very humble. Hopefully the light is allowing me to show it. So this is a gentleman, like I said, don't know him from a can of paint, but love that man. He was just he was there all day. He had a whole stack of money, just posted up, just waiting for people to come in and just hitting them off. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So like I said, this is the, let's see if I can find my little paper here. This is showing the chakra centers. And before I get into all that, this goes into a little bit more in depth. Reading is fundamental, folks. Make sure you educate and using your mind. We got so many things that we can entertain ourselves. You could be stuck on Netflix for weeks. Matter of fact, you finish one episode, it'll keep on playing, it'll keep on entertaining you. Please get some sleep. Everybody out there. We got so much things to entertain us, so many interesting apps. Trust me. I see how it's affecting the youth. Back in the days when I had to do some homework, I was inside my room and I didn't want to do I couldn't. My mother put me on punishment and say, you can't, your grades are slipping. And so what she did was she would take away my television, take the television out of the room. I didn't think I had the television in the room. Anywho, nowadays, Young people got phones and Nintendo Switches. They got so many different things, ways, and then each one of those devices has multiple apps and different things. You got YouTube TV, TikTok. You got so many things that's vying for the attention of our young people. So what I used to do for young people when I was a youth education director is teach them about mindfulness, about understanding that how divine and powerful they are. And you are too, that's listening at home. And sometimes we just need to close these eyes. People don't understand. Like I said, Ptah Shakur. I'm coming with the spiritual realm. Like I said, I'm a Reiki teacher, healer, spiritual guide, channel. However, my base is science. Grew up, all the sciences, the biggest nerds you're going to find around. Call and test me on that one. So just understanding that your eyes are receiving millions of bits of information per second. And then your brain has to filter out what based off of what your ego wants to accept, what to discard, what to accept, what to discard. So sometimes you just got to close your eyes. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, finding the divine that's within. Yes, I'm saying that's inside of your body, inside of your chest, you have the ability to access the divine. I'm talking about God divine. You are not a drop of the ocean, you are the ocean of the drop. Anybody that understands the whole method of how that is so, check out some quantum theory, check out fractals, and you understand how one fractal, if you would zoom into each individual part of the fractal, it is the same exact replica of the original. So we are a small representation of the original, so you have accessibility and powers that is beyond your wildest dreams. And so what you can do is, when you can have a problem in your life, you got to understand that you can go within and get in contact with your higher portion. Meaning what? Meaning the individual that you interact with, or you may be familiar with, is the lower portion of yourself, which we call ego. Your ego really don't need your divine presence to come into it. You can actually walk, you can sleepwalk, you can sleep drive, you can sleep and do a whole bunch of things because your body has built in knowledge and wisdom. You have your own brain. Your body has its own brain. You got to ask yourself, are you breathing or are you being bred? Are you breathing or are you being breathed? We're not constantly thinking, okay, breathe in, Ptah. Breathe out, Ptah. All right, Ptah, heart. Send blood over here. Send blood over here. Brain cells. You are a mass of completed ideas. You have a whole system of operations that's going in, the checks and balances that you never really have to think about while you're over there playing Angry Birds. Your consciousness, your body consciousness is holding it all down there for you. So sometimes, since it's holding it all down of that menial day-to-day operations, if you don't have no real purpose or anything that is requiring you to access the divine, if you just go on to work, you go to and that's one thing that I said about COVID, that is a positive thing that came out of that COVID. We always used to go on our work, you walk, you get your coffee, you go get your turkey, ham sandwich or whatever, go to work, put your 8 hours, come home, watch TV till your eyes burn out, eat and go to bed, have sex. And if you get into that particular rut without being in contact with the whole reason of your being. Everybody that's on this planet has a divine reason. This is spiritual school. This earth is spiritual school. It's something that we're to be learning or something that we should be manifesting into our lives. If you're not going to use your manifesting ability, then that just relegates you to just being a body. So you find within COVID, you was just being a body, you was going to get your sandwich, you going to work, you was doing da. So what COVID did, shut everything down. Now you're sitting in the house. Your body's not used. Your body's used to waking up at a certain time, going to get the ham sandwich. Now your body's like, I don't know what to do. So now what? Then your body consciousness started looking at the higher self. So what you going to do? I don't know. We found a lot of people who actually started to go into business. Myself for one. My wife and I went in business and actually created a couple wonderful businesses that are actually supporting the community right now. And so we find a lot of people who was reawakening to what their purpose is. Understand that your purpose was clear and evident when you was a small child. When you was a small child, you was full of vigor and enthusiasm and creativity. Then you get plugged into this matrix. Then you find yourself just roaming around. Then you get to the age 30 or so, after you already did what you were supposed to do. You went to school, you got your degree, Hopefully you got your degree. And if you got your degree, then hopefully you was able to get a particular career in that particular field. And then you go and you get your job, and you get what the society tells you that you need. You need to get your 3.5 children, your picket fence. You need to get your wife, and then you need to have your side piece. And then you go and you live your life. And then you reach the age of 30, 40-ish. Then you realize what's called a midlife crisis. You're just like, man, I wanted to be a ukulele player. I'm over here working on Amazon, and then you find yourself almost stuck. Like, oh man, I got this mortgage, and now my children need braces, and I got 4 more years until they're 18, I can kick them out, and then you're looking at your wife like, I don't even know why I chose you. So, so those type of situations happen. And if you're in a situation, unfortunately, where you're stuck, then you end up turning to opioids, alcohol, and other things to kind of sedate that particular dreams or visions that you had in yourself. So you're constantly holding yourself underwater. It's time to actually get out of that. And so, like I said, because COVID, we was able to really access what our mind has for us. I'm asking everybody to do that now. Find whatever it is that excites you, wherever your compassion lies. Wherever your enthusiasm lies, ask you to get in contact with that and do a small increment of a day. You don't have to rechange your whole life. A lot of people are. A lot of people are changing and moving out of a particular situation. Now understand you're going to have a fight when you do that. That body consciousness, like I said, has been running things for quite a while. It ain't just going to hand over control just because you want to do some spiritual experiences. Like, okay, so I've been holding things down here. I've been making sure the bills are paid, making sure you've been getting up for work, making sure you've been getting your hand sandwich and staying alive. What you going to try to say? You want to try to tell me what to do now? So whenever you're going to bring something new into your life, understand you got to be ready for a fight. I tell young people, if you haven't got into the rhythm, hypnotic rhythm, which we're going to go into, it's a real deep idea. We're going to go into that a little bit later on, what hypnotic rhythm really is. You find yourself, if you never really participated in class, as soon as you have an answer to the question, you want to put your hand and raise your hand, and your body conscious, and man, put your hand down. If you're actually working at a job, you've been working there for 10, 15 years, and you get that, your angels speak to you. Hey, it's time for you to find your divine purpose. It's time for you to move on and groove on and do what you came here to do. Why don't you go ahead and do that, put the application in to be that assistant manager. As soon as you go and walk up, you see the assistant manager, he's looking in your eyes, then that body consciousness tells you, no, just stay here, stay comfortable. Understand that body consciousness is much like an overbearing mother. It just wants to keep you safe. It don't want anything that's fearful. Anything that's new is marked with a big black X. Don't do it. When it calls to, hey, it's time for you to gravitate and move to another portion of this is a big planet, y'all. It's time for you to move on and groove on and go to a certain city and experience something new with your life. Body consciousness is like, no, I think we should stay here and just enjoy the same food. We get so excited for foods that we had hundreds of times. We know what it tastes like. Why don't you try something new? Well, your body is actually calling you to move into a more vegan type of lifestyle, a vegetarian type of lifestyle. Not something that you've already familiar with. I know what you're saying, Ptah, but what? I don't know anybody that's a vegan. My 4 or 5 friends that hang around me, this is what we do. Every Friday we get turned up. We go throw back a couple shots and we fill ourselves with a couple hot dogs and chicken wings. That's just what I've been doing. I'm telling you, if you keep doing that, you're going to find yourself with an early grave. That's why you see that the life expectancy is plummeting. So, like I was saying, get back to the whole purpose, Ptah. Now, what I'm sharing is that your body has its own consciousness to it. And so when you're called upon, like the angel will talk to you, hey, why don't you do this? It's time to evolve. That's the whole purpose of life is evolution. We are to evolve. We are to change and adapt. The most unwanted thing in the universe is change. But that is the thing that happens the most. So why is it that we are so resistant to change, even though change is something that is the only constant in the universe? So we really got to really address what it is that has been going on in our minds and understanding, get ready for the fight. There's something called the 4 a.m. challenge. I invite everybody to do that. Set your alarm for 4 a.m. Set your alarm for 4 a.m. and tell yourself, I'm going to get up at 4 a.m., I'm going to stand up and do 5 jumping jacks, and then I'm going to go back to bed. And then when you realize, oh, that's a fight, it sounds easy. It sounds really, really easy. But when you go do that, you'll find that you have an enemy, he that is in you. Your enemy does not exist anywhere around you. Consciousness only knows itself. Your enemy is your own self. And so when you're able to pick a fight with your body consciousness, sometimes you got to kick your body's I ain't going to say the word. You're going to kick your body's butt, so to speak. If I don't want to get up and exercise, I guess tell myself, I bet you won't get up and do that 3 miles. I don't know who you're talking about. So, put them sneakers on, let's go. Some people get that energy, and trust me, I've been there. You say, June is coming around. I'm trying to get that swimsuit body, trying to go to Ocean City. I'm trying to pick up a little sweet thing or something. You go ahead and you work out for one day. You at the gym, you get sweating and everything. Then the next day you feel a little pain. You're going to feel pain. Woo! I tell people there's a difference between pain and suffering. Suffering is when you experience things like a loss of a loved one, maybe the loss of an animal, dog, or something like that, a cat. But pain, and particularly this generation that I'm particularly here to help instruct and guide and actually cause them to awaken their power, understand that pain is just a temporary thing onto your glory. So if you persist to that pain. Some young people, I would belong to an organization that has something called mental toughness. In order to begin and get into this particular program, for a whole week straight, you would have to show up. You would have to come with your sweats and your white t-shirts, and you would have to do your push-ups and sit-ups. Of course, you had individuals. We used to come in there as well, and I still do come in there. Individuals come and share wise words of motivation and inspiration. But however, when it comes time to do those 6 inches and do those squat thrusts and all that, I tell you, you're in for a serious, serious fight. And if you're able to persist through that pain, yes, it's going to hurt. I promise you, you're going to find something at the edge of that pain is called glory. And I tell them I'm not talking about glory of the Lord. I'm talking about the glory in yourself that you can only find by pushing yourself through pain. So our pain tolerance needs to get really, really high. If you want to experience success, you got to be able to persist through that pain. So here, and understanding what pain is. Pain is just a filter for you to actually push yourself through. But back to the conversation, the consciousness, the body consciousness is going to keep you in a very low state. That's your first enemy. So when you start to master that enemy, then you start to understand who you really are as a divine source programmer. And you're set here to manifest the things that's around you. Everything that's around you are walking towards field. You think that you're in physical flesh. You think that you're solid. That's a joke. What are you talking about, Ptah? This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you was actually to put every single atom that you have in your body and actually compress it. Understanding that 99% of all matter is space. So 99% of me is space. 99% of the chair, the couch, wherever you are in your particular dwelling in the abode is 99% space. And with that, well, who are we? What are we really? And what we are really, we are energetical beings living in a third dimensional light matrix. And you do emit light. It's been shown and proven that your face actually emits a light. That's what animals see when they're trying to study you to figure out what you're going to come with. You are a light being, and you have a relationship to light that is all surrounding around you. That's what's called manifesting. You actually attract what it is in your life. They call it the secret. They call it the law of attraction. Yes, even disease, folks, might be hard to hear. I did say the disclaimer in the beginning, right? What I'm saying is that disease is dis-ease. That means that your body, each single last one of these chakra points. And I'm going to go through them a little bit. I'm going to pop my glasses back on. I can barely see. However, we got the crown chakra, which is considered to be the violet ray energy center. Has a particular light. It's violet. Inside of your third eye, I think it's the pineal. What I got on the screen says third eye, but that's not the actual name of it. That actually sits right between your two eyes, and actually sits in the middle of your head. And if you don't believe me, there's actually a gland called the pineal gland, which has rods and cones, same as your eyes, that sits back in there. Then you go down, you have a chakra center in your throat. This is what is responsible for the amount of truth and the amount of energy that you speak with. Then, of course, the green is the heart chakra. Man, your heart, and in the last program that I did an analysis as far as how your heart pumps so much electromagnetic energy. That is from which the Taurus field or whatever you attract coming into your body, as well as the yellow chakra, orange chakra, and then the root chakra as well. All these particular chakras are actually spinning vortexes of energy. And much like when you have a car, you have that little serpentine belt, you got your alternator going, you got your the drive shaft going, you got all these, you got your AC going, you got all these different operations going on this same serpentine belt. If you find one of them that's misplaced or if it's not vibrating right, then that's going to actually cause a frequency where it attracts. You actually attract disease into your life. Whether it be cancer, whether it be AIDS, I don't know about AIDS, but it be cancer, all form of abnormalities and things that break down your own energetical force field, in effect. And what I'm saying is true. My father actually passed away from cancer. So there's telltale things that you could do to keep your chakras lining up and getting them balanced. I'm actually, like I said, a reiki practitioner. What we usually do is chakra balancing. It's very, very simple. You can find when I can actually hold a particular thing. I've actually got my little show and tell stuff I'm going to be getting into in a moment. You actually will hold that over a particular area of the body, and depending on how it's spinning, you can see how that chakra center is spinning. But if it's spinning and it's not in the proper situation, in the proper mojo, you will experience and gravitate and magnetically attract. That's what I'm trying to say. Magnetically attract what it is. So like I said, if you don't believe me, get this book right here. This is for beginners. I was going to say for dummies, but I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. This is Chakras for Beginners. And as you can see clearly on there, and like I said, somebody might call in and like, there's more energy centers. You're right. There's more energy centers. However, these are the 7 major. So in this best-selling guide, this gentleman shows you how to align. Let me make sure I get it on there. How to align your energy using your body chakra system so you can achieve balance from the inside out through practical activities, meditation, and powerful techniques. You'll work with each of your 7 chakras, your body's energy centers, to overcome imbalances and advance in your spiritual path. Explore each chakra's unique energies for survival, sexuality, power, love, creativity, intuition, and spirituality. Discover which colors and crystals activated. So that's a good little segue to what I'm about to get into. For those that don't know, actually I'm the co-owner of Our Sons and Daughters, which is there in Central Market every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which we have wonderful bath and body products that really appeal for people that have certain type of skin conditions. Wonderful soaps, bath bombs, body butters, beard oil. See my beard going on, everybody. So I moisturize my beard on up. Got a kind of cornrow on there. I don't know if you can even see. So we got wonderful hair care products for those who are experiencing hair loss. Eczema salve, eczema salve, eczema salve. Don't make fun of me. I say it differently every time. And for people that are experiencing eczema, we have a wonderful recipe balm that you could just put topically right on the affected area, and it's shown to improve the condition of your skin, as well as these fellows right here. This is called my Palo Santo spray. This right here is Palo Santo. Let me see if I can break it on down in here. It's a Palo Santo stick. Now, these particular sticks, what you do is you actually light them, and the smoke kills the bacteria in the air, brings in the positive ions. When people say get rid of the bad juju, so if you're moving into a new home, or if you get some weird stuff from a yard sale, there's a program that I watch sometimes called Paranormal, Caught on Camera or something like that. People who get stuff from yard sales, get in your house and just wondering why refrigerators was opening and closing. Oh, trust and believe, Halloween is tomorrow, y'all. This is normally a time where the veil is normally very, very thin on an average year. This year, because of the heightened cosmic energy, just get ready. You're going to experience a lot of different things. You may have some of your visitors, ancestors, past loved ones coming in to visit you. Just be aware, or nothing to be concerned about. Honestly, at least I don't think so. So like I said, this is a Palo Santo stick. When you light that, it kills the bacteria in the air. And this is Our Sons and Daughters Palo Santo spray. This is, I'm working this out, y'all. Failure is part of success. Don't make fun of me. So this is Palo Santo spray. What it is Spokeless alternative, a lot of people use it in their whole office place, whereas you can't really walk around. You see Janet over there. Janet always talking that ish. You know what I mean? You ain't got time for Janet's energy today. So you really can't walk around with smoke causing the fire alarm and having everybody evacuate out into the parking lot. Don't do it. Please don't do it. So instead, you can get this spray. It's a spray that you can use in the air, kills the bacteria in the air. Like I said, it's very, very safe. You don't have to worry about fire alarms running out to the parking garage and stuff. And a lot of people utilize this particular wonderful product in dorms and hotel rooms, because you can vacuum and clean all you want. But the energetic remains that are in there, this is one of the greatest things to get rid of that. So we do have sage spray and sage spray and sage sticks. I didn't bring any of that with me right now. Like I said, technical difficulties kind of messed me up. Talking about some crystals, y'all. This is one of the crystals that I wear quite frequently. A lot of people will see there's pictures of me on my YouTube channel, all with this particular. Move this guy back. With this particular piece on. This is my Tibetan. You see that? Quartz. It's my Tibetan quartz that I'll wear, and it also doubles as a pendulum as well. And for those, hey, good little segue. Oh, I got it over here. I got everything you need. I got content for days, folks. Pendulum. Please check out Ptah Shakur on YouTube and see the wonderful programs that I have already started as well as January. Please go to January's edition and see some of the prognostications or some of the, I'm going to say prophecies, some of the things that I've been privy to be aware of concerning the events of 2023. Like I said, this is a tremendous time that we're living in, folks. And with that, I shared in January as far as keep your eyes on the sky. There's going to be a lot of UAPs, UFOs, or whatever you want to call them. I also shared to be mindful of different type of energetic geological changes. The earth is waking up, folks. So you're going to experience more volcanoes, more things of that nature. The northern, the poles are shifting. For those that live in the northeast of America, we'll experience a little bit of that. And it's going to be a new norm as far as having that cold air from the north kind of settling over like the Kansas City area, Midwest, bringing that cold air when it meets that warm air coming from the Gulf. That area caused tremendous ice storms. So our ancestors had to move. We had to constantly be on the move because the earth constantly changes. So we got to move. We got to move and groove with it. So like I said, I prognosticated that, as well as a lot of whistleblowing accounts. There's a tremendous amount of information that is coming out. Particularly, I know about the COVID thing. I don't know if I want to talk about that. Particularly with the vaccines. Because believe it or not, check this out if you believe that I'm wrong. There has been, doctors have united. It's a particular organization. I'll go into another show about that particularly. However, they wanted to know exactly what was the reports from some of these people like AstraZeneca and Johnson, whatever. They wanted to know what was the test results or what was been some of the results of people that have been getting the jab, as I call it. And so they actually went in litigation, believe it or not. They went to court, and believe it or not, the representation for one of those pharmaceutical companies asked the judge, had the nerve to ask the judge if, he said, yeah, we have 55,000 pages of test results. However, we would like to dismiss those or disseminate those, I think he said in 22 years. Which anybody that's a wide awoke person will ask, why would a person, if you have test results of something that's taking place right now that was not clinically tested, by the way, why would you wait 22 years in order for it to be expressed when they're asking for the information now? Of course, the judge said that's ridiculous. And so what they agreed upon was that the first of every month, 55,000 pages, so which would be 10 months. I think it started in like February. So every first of the month, 55,000 pages of this document was to be disseminated to the public. And so beware at the beginning of each month, beware if there's any interesting things that pop up in the news item to kind of distract us from that. That's all I'm going to say about that guy. So, anyways, back to what I'm saying. This is Pendulum for Dummies. It's hard to believe that something as simple, move it a little closer. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a weight on a string can work magic. The pendulum is a powerful tool, yet small enough to carry around in your pocket. So basically what it is, and there's the whole book, you can get into it. I think I'm getting kind of close to my time thanks to that technical difficulty. And anybody who's listening on the Facebook page, I apologize. You're going to kind of kick off, but anybody else, we're going to keep rocking and rolling, particularly for YouTube. But if you got to sign off, peace, love, and light. See you next next Monday for the Ptah Speaks program, as well as the Hour of Power that's coming up on Wednesday. So like I said, pendulum, magic. I'm just going to kind of finish off for here. Everybody who's still tuned in there. This is one of my favorite crystals. I apologize. It kind of was bent and kind of smashed up here. It's in the shape of a pyramid. And it's called a trolleolite. I actually got this at a metaphysical store. And believe it or not, people that were familiarized with the structures in Giza that we call pyramids, and everybody calls them pyramids. It's one of the greatest mysteries of the world. I actually brought a book, but I think you all know what the pyramids look like. And the way that they're aligned so perfectly to the stars, those things are mislabeled as pyramids. Instead, they are what's it called? Dodecahedron, meaning that what you see above the sand is what you see below the sand. So that's really what it looks like. Nobody bothered to dig all that sand out of there. So just roll. And then the last thing I'm gonna kind of show off my little show and tell is this is my obsidian. These are obsidian stones. You can well see it on my bracelet there. We also got these at our sons and daughters right here. That's the obsidian, tiger's eye. Those both are good for protection, as well as the hematite, which is a great grounding. Then I got my pink quartz, and I forget what this guy's name is, but he helps with 4G, 5G. These are crystals. These are rocks that are alive. Believe it or not, everything that's around you is in constant motion. Nothing sits still. You can sit still and try to think you're going to lay still in your bed. Everything, as far as the atoms of it, everything vibrates to a certain frequency. So everything is in motion. That's one of the laws of Ra, as well as one of the laws and principles of creation. If you want to get more in depth, like I said, this is just one-on-one. We're just doing some icing on the cake type stuff here. But if you want to get in depth, please check out Ptah Shakur on YouTube, where I go into some more of the real nuances of the laws and principles of creation, as well as other really, really amazing conversations and dialogues and discussions and things. So that's my little show and tell. We're going to finish this on the next episode, but I just want to make sure, say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I just want to share this. This is truly what you are, the energy centers which make you is your chakras. The lower chakras that you see is revolve around sex. And if you find that whenever one of these chakras are off, and you also have energy that emanates from the ground called the Kundalini energy. So when we take meditation, we close our eyes. That's one thing. Take deep breaths. Your brain capacity and your lung capacity run hand in hand. We have to learn how to start breathing properly. Believe it or not, we do not breathe properly because of the stress and all the things that we are involved in. We're not breathing deep enough. What I recommend for people to do when you close your eyes, if you want to find yourself to be able to get in contact with your divine sense, you could do it at home right now. Or when I get off the air at least. You could breathe in to the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 8. Like I'm saying, your body consciousness is going to fight you at every turn. So just the simple application of breathing in to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 4. Breathe into the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, and breathe out to the count of 8. Do that 10 times and see if you have the spiritual muscle to continue for just a minute. What can we do in a minute of time? We do so much. You can level up on Angry Birds. You can get distracted by so many Desperate Housewives clips. But if you want to spend 1 minute of the day to access and be familiarized with the power that is you, that's how you will find out. Just with that simple meditation, that's what I'm saying as the beginning, kind of starting there. And then when you start to do that, you will feel calm. I'm telling you, you will feel calm take over your body. And then you start to understand what is that you're fighting against, or what is that thought that you're fighting against that don't want you to sit there and have a minute. I promise you, I would do this for young people. I had them just sit down and just visualize just a light. Or sometimes I have this ball. It's a real shiny ball. I said, just sit here and look at the light. Let me sit here and look at the ball for 1 minute. Just sit and look at one thing for 1 minute. And if you're unable to do that, that tells you what you have, what we call monkey mind. Your body consciousness is constantly wanting to do things, but to settle it down to a point where total darkness, total quiet. Plus, we've been taught that anything that's dark and quiet is like a big no-no. That is how you've been programmed to be away from yourself. So we're constantly outside of ourselves, chasing other things, chasing other people, chasing other modalities, and not understanding what exists inside yourself. You are a truly divine individual. I'm going to go ahead and just close out with that. Anybody that can hear the sound of my voice, you are a divine love-like child of the most divine grid programmer. You are you're an ocean in a drop. You are a manifester. You are an interdimensional being. You have so many different ethereal bodies. You have so much different relationships with everything that's around you, including success in your life. If you find yourself feeling suffering and you're not happy with your life, you really got to kind of go within. Having that blame and blaming somebody else, blaming a person, blaming a culture, blaming an ethnicity or a race, or blaming Biden or blaming the government, that is all, it's weak. It's all an excuse. However, when you tap into that divine that's within, you see that you are untouchable, glorious personage of God himself, herself. God is not, I don't subscribe to that particular idea, but we'll get to that in another particular. That omnipresent energy that of creation, shall I say, exists with you, and you have a divine connection with that. So, like I said, this is Ptah Shakur. If you would like this particular content, please make sure you subscribe. Like I said, go to Ptah Shakur on YouTube, like, subscribe. Every like, every share that you get is a blow in the face of humanity. Because believe it or not, and I'm keeping everything positive today, we got people that's on the other side, seemingly on the other side, that would try and do their best to distract you, dissuade you from understanding the pure, positive, divine energy, which is you. However, Ptah Shakur, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. And this is what I'm here for. This is my purpose that I am set on. So, like I said, it's Ptah Shakur. Check me out on Facebook. Send me Facebook requests. I'll send you some posts that'll really, I believe, inspire you if you're looking to that. And anybody who's on this path of development, this is really, really key. I need you to listen up. You might be sharing this bit of information. Hey, that's Ptah Shakur. You check out this video. Some people, it's not for everybody. That phone doesn't ring. That's fine. It may never ring. That's fine. If I reach one individual, I understand that if you moving into this new earth, this third dimensional, fifth dimensional energy that's coming in, unfortunately, it's not going to be a lot of us. So you could try to get your mom, your grandma, some of the ones that are the older age. If you're stuck in your ways, if you've been stuck in your social conditioning, it's going to be kind of rough. That's why I said blessed is the babes, that the knowledge is revealed into them that has not been inundated and affected as much. But it ain't too old. If you're an old dog, you can certainly learn some new tricks. Check me out, like I said, on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook, as well as check me out on Wednesday on the Hour of Power program. I believe there's a lady's going to be interviewed. I think Sharif is going to be holding that one down. But I'm normally on that particular program, being the guest host. You can find me here. So I'm just going to close it out with this. I'm asking everybody, every single last person can hear the sound of my voice. I want you to understand how divine and beautiful that you are. And when you find your heaven on earth, wherever it is, you live in a house full of crazy people and they're all eating this, that, and the third, and you eat whatever you want. But if your body is calling you to go for more salads and fruits, and you want to go for walks, you want to listen to different type of music, you're tired of listening to rap music, and you want to express something different, understand you starting a war. Not only you start a war with yourself, you're starting a war with all the others that have seen you in a particular way. And you need to find your heaven on earth. Come to Ptah Shakur, I can hook you up. There's a tribe going on, I'm sure. I'm telling you, I'm not alone. We are the new founding fathers, and where our numbers are great and getting greater every single day. So find that heaven on earth. I promise you're going to get tapped into the God divine within. When you find that God divine within, I'm asking everybody to create little small pockets, whether it be your neighborhood, whether it be your house. Get a couple people together, share that heaven on earth. By that time, we'll be able to switch this thing around and create heaven on earth. Nobody's going to do it for us. So this is Ptah Shakur. Love and light to you all.